Aloha, everybody. This is Gigi from Kauai Community College. In this video, I will be talking about what it means to measure. All right, so let's get started. Okay, here we go, measure. To measure, if you look it up in the dictionary, means to, it's an action word, right? It's to discover the exact size or the amount of something. For example, if somebody asks, will this table fit here? Well, someone may answer, well, I don't know, let's measure it. Or someone may say, well, this machine measures your heart rate. Or he measure the flour in the bowl. What exactly does it mean to measure? So the act of measuring is a two-step process, mathematically speaking. One is to define the unit that you are going to use. And then two is to then count how many and express your answer as multiples of that unit. So always keep that in mind. For example, if you are measuring length, right? So length is not just a number, it's a quantity with a magnitude and a unit, meaning how many and what is the unit. So then again, we rely on that two-step process to define the unit that we're going to use and then to count and then express the answer as multiples of that unit. For example, let's take a look at this pencil, see how long this pencil is. So the first on the picture, on the top of the picture, you will see that the length of the pencil is 5 small paper clips long. 5 being the magnitude and small paper clips being your unit. Okay, now the same pencil, however, is only 3 large paper clips long. So how did it go from 5 to 3? If you're just thinking about a number, that doesn't make sense, right? It was 5, now it's 3. How does that work? Well, because to measure is a two-step process. We got to define the unit that we're using and then we count how many. In this case, 3 is the how many, which is the magnitude, and large paper clips would be my unit. And that's why the numbers are different, right? So let's say we are trying to measure the perimeter of this rectangle. And perimeter is the boundary of the 2D shape. So we're walking along this rectangle, okay? Now, in order to answer that question, the first thing we should think about is, what is my unit? Well, here's my unit. 1 unit is 1 shaka. Okay, what are we counting? How many shakas long this perimeter is if I'm walking around the boundary. So here I have 2 shakas for that particular length. Keep going around this rectangle. That's 4 shakas long. This is 2, and that is 4. Altogether, the perimeter is 12 shakas. 12 being the magnitude, the how many, shakas being your unit. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I have 3 oranges on this scale. Okay, and the scale is measuring the weight of these 3 oranges there. So you see here that the 250, that's the number of how many, that's the magnitude. And what's the unit that you see there? Yep, that G right there, that's the unit, right? So we would say 3 oranges weigh 250 grams. Okay, let's see about liquid volume. How do we measure that? Here's an example of liquid volume. What do you see there? What's the unit? Gallon. How many? 3. There are 3 gallons of milk in this picture. So 3 being how many? gallons being the unit. Okay, so always remember that two-step process when measuring. Math is fun. Let's keep learning.